Hi, Paul Nashawaty, coming to you live from the show floor at KubeCon North America 2025, day 3. I'm here with Ev from Teleport. Ev, how you doing?
Doing pretty well.
Yeah, it's a great event. Last day of the event, lots happening. Lots of announcements have gone throughout the event. Between cloud native, Kubernetes, of course, AI. I mean, that's a big part of it. Would love to get your take on what was going on at the show.
So first of all, I'm really grateful to the city of Atlanta. It's a fantastic place. It's one of my favorite places to come, for conferences. And maybe my comment will be overly generic, but having met quite a few speakers, kind of behind the scenes, what's interesting to me, and I think it's I think it's just an accurate observation about technology in general, is that Kubernetes is now entering the phase in its life cycle, where it's no longer kind of greatest and latest kind of new technology that needs to be explained to people.
Right.
People now already understand it.
So most
speakers don't focus as much on this kind of new groundbreaking capabilities. Now, they told me that people come here to KubeCon to get advice, to get best practices on how to change their organization's behavior.
Right.
How engineering teams, how people should behave,
Right.
to get maximum advantage of this new technology. Because look, if you meet with any kind of group of technology executives and you ask what's the most difficult thing about deploying and adopting new technologies to stay competitive, they say that change management, how people actually do their work, is probably the most difficult part. And a lot of speakers now focus on it. Here's how we transformed my team, my organization, with this particular capability. So
yeah, it's absolutely become a people process and technology conversation, not just a tech stack conversation.
Absolutely,
for sure. So what's Teleport announcing at the show, or have you talking about it at the show?
Sure. So first of all, for those who don't know, Teleport is an infrastructure identity company.
Right.
We believe, and there are plenty of other people who agree with us, is that the reason why infrastructure is getting hacked into all the time is because there is anonymity present in the environment. Either you have users hiding behind common aliases, or anonymous processes, anonymous applications are running. So we're bringing an identity layer. So everything and everyone who is involved in the computing has an identity through Teleport, and that makes it easy to manage policy, manage access, things like that. And what we're announcing coming to KubeCon this year is that we launched deep Kubernetes support and deep Kubernetes integration with our identity security product. What it means that you can visualize on a graph what kind of people could have access to particular Kubernetes resources, because role-based access control gets very complicated and impossible to reason about at scale.
Yeah.
So we provide you with visual representation of it, and also it makes it much easier to investigate what happened. You can even use AI to ask Teleport, hey, so this particular individual had access to our computing environment. What did they do? And in plain English, it will explain, here's what was done, with Kubernetes clusters, with servers, with your databases, and with all of the different resources involved in the environment.
Yeah, I mean, it was already complicated enough to have human access management, right? And then you have machine access management. Now we have non-human access management, which is a whole slew of different security challenges that we run into. So
exactly, it's one of the reasons role-based access control now is going to be even more stressed.
Yeah.
Because people are now dealing with many different types of identities.
Right.
And our message to the world, and this is what our product actually does, is that we encourage everyone. In fact, we believe that is the only way to survive this yet another explosion of complexity, is to treat all identities equally. So it a little bit grinds my gears when I hear words human identity, non-human identity, machine identity. It shouldn't be like that.
Yeah.
They're just all identities.
Yeah.
Besides, if you have an AI agent acting on your behalf, what kind of identity is that? Is it is it like me, Ev, doing it, or is it the agent, or is agent borrowing my identity? You see, all of these weird questions go away if you simply say that we all have our own unique identities and they're treated equally.
Absolutely. The blurring the lines and security is increasingly becoming far more important, especially with the acceleration of AI.
That's right.
So final question for you. You have your little guy on your shirt?
Yeah.
What's the story behind him?
So this is Her name is Pam.
Okay.
And this is our company mascot.
Excellent.
So as you could tell, it was inspired by the robot Eva from the WALL-E.
Oh, WALL-E, that's
Disney
right.
movie.
Yeah.
And yeah, we just like having a mascot. It's just a lot of fun.
Very cool, very cool. And thank you very much for joining me today on the show, and thank you for watching our segment today.